This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Hello.
Hola!
Bonjour!
Konnichiwa.
Ni hao!
Ciao!
안녕하세요!
Mabuhay!
Welcome to Washington State.
Explore the sights. Discover new things.
Appreciate the arts, music, and food.
Travel to new places.
Meet the people.
Make new friends.
In other words,
come
home with us.
Come home with us.
This is INCRadio Seattle, Washington.
Alrighty, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our listeners and viewers all around the world. My name is Brother Joshua Weber from the local congregation of Everett, here in the mostly sunny, but today fairly cloudy and overcast district of Washington State. I'm so happy to see and hear from all of you. I already see the comments kind of flying up here on my left, so it's always great to see all of the participation. And we actually have our hashtag winners from last week's show, and we'll go ahead and announce those here in a little bit. So joining us today, we have a few guests from our different CFOs or Christian family organizations. And to start us off, we have Brother Jacob Verheeren. So go ahead, bro, and introduce yourself and give any shout outs if you have any at this time.
Hello, Paul. My name is Brother Jacob Verheeren. I'm from the local of Kent. Local of Kent. Where is it? Okay. Local of Kent. INCRadio. No. Yay. Sorry. We're out here doing the landscaping. So shout out to my wife, my daughter, two daughters, Josiah and Nenevieve. Shout out to Frankie, my big dog Commodore. Shout out to my mom, Angelina Verheeren in Guam, and shout out to the local of Kent and also the District of Washington State.
Perfect. All right, Brother Jacob. And now we're going to move on to Brother Terrell. So, Brother Terrell, I know many of us here know him, but for those who don't, Brother Terrell, go ahead and introduce yourself and give any shout-outs if you have any.
Thank you, Brother Josh. Hello, everyone. I am Brother Terrell Torres from the local congregation of Everett. I already said from the local of Everett. I am the district Kadiwa president, or the president that helps oversee the members that are baptized 18 and above that are not yet married. So all the single brothers and sisters that we have in the District of Washington State. I like to shout out the local of Everett. We have actually a lot of Everett on the show today. So shout out to the local of Everett and the support that we have for all the activities. And of course, my family from all over the world.
All right, thank you, Brother Terrell. And last but not least, we have Sister MJ. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Sister.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sister MJ, and I'm also from the local congregation of Everett in District of Washington State. I am the District Binhi President, and Binhi just means an organization full of baptized members in the church who are 12 years old to 17 years old. And I would like to give a shout out also to the local of Everett, and also I would also like to give a shout out to all the District Binhi officers.
All right, there we go. Shout out to all those District Binhi officers. So before we begin with our, before we begin with our discussion today, we have our YouTube question, which is, what was your favorite CFO activity? Now, that could have been within the first quarter of this year, which is kind of crazy to think about that we're already through the first quarter of the year. So whether that's through the first quarter of this year or in years previously, what was your favorite CFO activity? And for those who know, for our upcoming CFO activities, which activity are you looking forward to attending? So one more time, what was your favorite CFO activity, and which activity are you looking forward to attending? So while we're on the topic of discussion, we could go ahead and announce first our hashtag winners from last week. So for first on the local level, the local at the number 3 spot, we have the local of Seattle. There we go. Round of applause for Seattle. And in number 2, we have the local congregation of Everett. There we go. And for our number one spot for our broadcast last week for the local level is Marysville. There we go. Shout out to everyone there in Marysville. And then now for our brethren, the specific brethren who were commenting and with a high frequency there, we have in number 3, we have Brother Jexel or Sister Simple de Jos from Marysville. In number 2, we have Brother Tristan Monforte from Tacoma. And in our number 1 spot for the brethren level of our hashtag competition is Sister Angel Cato from the district, or from the local of Marysville. There we go. Thank you all so much for your love and support. And we just love to see those hashtags flying all throughout our YouTube chat there. So, on to our discussion for today. So first, we're going to start off with Brother Jacob. Brother Jacob, what was your favorite CFO activity so far?
For this year, is it this year or is it just in general?
You could do both if you'd like. So you could do one in general, one that we've done this year. It kind of just depends on how you want to do it.
Sure. So one of my favorite ones was back when we had our booklet formal. That was a great time for all the married couples to get dressed and have a date night with each other. And I also forgot, I'm the booklet president for all the married couples in our district. Pretty much help oversee the husband and wife, make sure that we're all good to go, and we have activities to help the bond of husband and wife. So I forgot to mention that part in my introduction. So yes, but yeah, so the booklet formal was one of my favorite activities. Unity games, softball, basketball, volleyball. Those are great activities for the brethren as well, to see them all happy and having fun together as a family. So those are my one of my favorite ones. And also picnics too, because we get to eat a lot. So those are good ones too.
Oh yeah, especially for those who attend our picnics here in Washington State. Most of the time you'll see Brother Jacob there on the grill, firing it up and cooking for the brethren. I know he's already getting shy, but yeah, Brother Jacob's over there cooking. So now we'll go over to Sister MJ. So Sister MJ, what was your favorite CFO activity so far?
So my favorite CFO activity from the Binhis. So this year we held a Binhi appreciation and pasta eating activity, where we took time to recognize and appreciate all the Binhis who were active in the district and their locals. And then we also ended the activity with by serving them pasta. So we had Alfredo pasta, marinara, and I think we also had spaghetti as well. So yeah, but overall, my favorite activity in the Binhis that we've had before in the past was one of our studying activities. I forgot what we titled that activity, but in that activity, we allowed the Binhis to study in groups, and there were also a little bit of officers as well who kind of tutored all the Binhis who needed help in whatever subject they were struggling in. So that was a very fun activity, and it was also I believe it was final season as well for all the high schoolers. So that was a perfect opportunity to study and hold that activity. So yes, those were definitely my top favorites.
I know personally back when I was Binhi, there was always talks about having those kind of activities where we would get together and study or, tutor one another. So I'm very happy and I was very excited to hear when that activity was actually announced, because that's like a wish come true for the younger brethren to be able to have that help, especially amongst other brothers and sisters. So that's awesome. How about you, Brother Terrell? I know Brother Terrell's a very busy body. So, Brother Terrell, what was your favorite CFO activity so far?
Yeah, that's a hard question to answer. There's been so many activities that I've been able to be a part of. So it's hard to name just one, but definitely the ones I would like to say for the Kadiwa formals that we've had the past few years. So it was our first one in 2022 in November. That was my very first Kadiwa formal as a Kadiwa member because of the pandemic. So we weren't able to have activities since 2020 when I turned Kadiwa up until that point. So I hadn't been able to attend a formal before. but I was also hosting that activity, so it was also fun. Our formal last year was really nice too, in the Rose Hill Community Center in the Mukilteo area. So we've had so many activities. It's hard to name just one, but of course, specifically for the Kadiwa formals the past few years. Our musical last year was evangelical musical was really nice last year. Our anytime we've done musical things to see the talents of the brethren coming together was really awesome. Like the in concert we had last year, and then even we've had a few Kadiwa activities this year so far. One of them was a music composition activity. So we've had a lot of activities. It's hard to name just one, but I've always had fun meeting new brethren and seeing everyone join together for those kinds of activities. So every CFO activity.
There we go, Brother Terrell. And speaking of our more recent kind of activities that we've been doing here in our district, we actually have a video prepared for our activities that we have, for some of the activities that we have done so far this quarter. So Kuya Tech, if you could actually pull that up, and we'll have that playing for you right now. Alrighty, there we go. Thank you once again, Createch, for playing that for us. So before we get into our next question, which will kind of also supersede our CFO in action, since we are going to be talking about our upcoming activities from each CFO, so we don't necessarily have to go into that segment just for today, because we already have Brother Terrell going to be talking about our activities regardless. But before we get into that, we're going to go ahead and read some of our comments that we've been getting here through our YouTube channel. So from Brother Ruben or Brother G. Villanueva, advanced happy birthday, Sister Nancy Villanueva, hashtag Shoreline, as well as a happy 59th anniversary, Tatay Ruben and Nanay Helen Villanueva, hashtag Shoreline. There we go. From Sister Bianca, hello po, happy viewing from the local of hashtag Marysville. And then we have a response from our YouTube question earlier from Brother Patrick Malkinson. Mr. and Mrs. Chef in Bremerton. It was such a great turnout, and all the creations were so good and delicious. I know in the video that we had playing that we actually had our ramen cook-off there from Everett showcased in there, and that was also very fun. Another comment here from Brother Andrew Santa Monica. Hashtag Seattle. I like the CBI activity where we did a quarterly check-in and talked about balancing school. That's very fun. From Sister Hazel, does the musical EVM count? I enjoyed participating in that event. Hashtag Everett. From Sister Amy D, I also enjoyed going to the Mariners game with the brethren. It was the first time for my daughter, and she wants to go again. Hashtag Federal Way. And one more from Sister Riza Gilmore, or Sister El Riza Gilmore. Hashtag Everett. The book lid we helped with the Kadiwa Formal last year was well organized and fun to witness the young adults socializing and looking their most handsome and beautiful selves. I see Brother Terrell already making kind of like gestures over there. So we'll go ahead and toss first to Sister MJ. Which activity or activities are you looking forward to attending? And you can kind of use this time to also talk about other upcoming activities, because we always look forward to attending all of our activities, right? So go ahead and which activities are you looking forward to?
So actually tomorrow, we the children or the CWS are doing a jump fitness activity in a trampoline park in Tequila, and I'm very excited to participate in that. Also kind of socialize and interact with the children as well, because I am also a local CWS officer in the local of Everett. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. I'm also excited for our upcoming CFO day as well. Those are always fun. CFO day, those are always fun to have every year. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to this month.
Perfect. And for those who don't know, the CWS refers to our Children's Worship Service, and those are our members who are the years from 4 to 12 or until they're baptized. So, of course, they fall under the CWS CFO, or Christian Family Organization. So, Brother Jacob, what activities are you looking forward to attending this year?
We have our booklet formal that will be on May 25th. So booklet formal on May 25th. So all booklet members, please, all those married, please register for our formal on May 25th. That's the ones I'm looking forward to. We have our Unity Games in September, our family fun day picnic in the September as well. So we have a lot of activities for all the CFO, Binhi, Kadiwa, and booklet. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Thank you.
Perfect. Beautiful smile, Brother Jacob. I know he's very excited for that booklet formal. All right, now, Brother Terrell, we'll go ahead and throw it to you. So which activities are you looking forward to attending?
Oh, man, we have a lot. So Kadiwa, we actually have, specifically for Kadiwa, we have actually 2 approved activities for this month, which is our mini golf activity and our nature walk. So they're going to be actually the same weekend, the 24th and the 25th. And then we're planning for some activities in the future for some fitness activities, like, for example, flag football and dodgeball, those kinds of activities. And then we also have our Care for Humanities and the CFO days that we have coming up in May, because we are commemorating the birth anniversary. So we have a lot of CFO activities in May and this coming year. So specifically for May, I'm excited for our CFO day actually next week, along with our CFO Cares and Care for Humanity in Seattle. So that one's gonna be it'll be a fun time. So yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Brother Terrell. How about, I was about to say, would you like to go into a little bit of a CFO in action and go ahead and talk a little bit about our past activities?
I was going to say, yeah. I was kind of inserting some of those activities, yeah.
Exactly. So I was going to say, I could either take it back or you could just perfectly just continue segueing straight into it. But go ahead, Brother Terrell.
There we go. Well, I'll also mention our activities that we had the past week. Like Sister MJ said, there was the Binhi appreciation and pasta making last week, as well as the as well as the CWS learning about countries that happened over the weekend, the 26th and the 27th of April. Now that we're in May, we do have a lot of upcoming activities. So tomorrow, like Sister MJ said already, there's the CWS Jump Fitness at Sky Zone Trampoline Park in Tequila at 3 p.m. And then we also have an LOS special gathering and oath taking in Tacoma at 6 p.m. So that's also going to be this tomorrow, this coming Sunday. And then we also, like I said, next week we have our CFO Day, CFO Cares, and Care for Humanity, all in Seattle next Sunday. As well as we have some local anniversaries that are coming up in this month, or at least this coming week. On May 5th, Tacoma is going to be celebrating their 44th anniversary. So happy anniversary to the local congregation of Tacoma. As well, on May 10th, the local congregation of Des Moines will be celebrating their 8th anniversary. So happy anniversary to the locals of Tacoma and Des Moines this coming week. But yeah, there's a lot of activities, Brother Josh, coming up. So please stay updated with INCRadio as we're having our shows every week. We will let you know every single week all the upcoming activities, especially for the month of May. There are many activities, I think, every single weekend. So be excited to see each other. I'm excited to see everyone in person that's in the chat, messaging in person at those activities. So yes, Brother Josh, right? I'm going to send it right back to you. I don't know what else. Yeah, there's a lot.
There we go. Yeah, there's a lot. And, with the summertime just around the corner, I know it feels like we just started spring, but it's almost over just like that. There's so many activities that are going to be happening, and it's going to be so much fun for all of us. And I know Brother Terrell was very serious about looking at that chat and seeing who's going to be there at those activities. Because he's already...
Well,
All right.
I also do help take the pictures. So in the pictures that you saw in the video, I help cover also for media. So I'll also see for the ones I'll help be covering for the media for tomorrow's jump fitness activity. So yes, put on your best smiles. Work on. I had a hard time working on my smile during COVID pandemic time. My smile was weird. Now it's a little bit more natural. Sure. But yes.
Yeah, I was just about to make a comment on that. For that video slideshow, if you didn't see Brother Terrell in the picture, he's more than likely the one who's taking the picture. But there we go. So now we'd like to go ahead and say some special greetings for our brother Angelo Manalo. Happy birthday, Paul. Thank you so much for your love and support. And now we're going to just go through with each of us, starting with Sister MJ. And then after Sister MJ, we'll go to Brother Jacob and then Brother Terrell. And those will be for our greetings. So go ahead, Sister MJ.
Hello po, Ka Angelo. Thank you for always supporting and always guiding the CFO, especially in the District of Washington State. Happy birthday, po. We love you so much, po. And thank you again, po.
Happy birthday, po, Ka Angelo. We love you. We appreciate all your sacrifices, po. We pray for long life, good health, and also success in everything, po. We love you, po, and we pray everything, po.
Thank you so much, Brother Angelo Oranio V. Manalo, and happy birthday, po. We thank you so much for all the activities that you allow us to have in the District of Washington State to allow us to connect with one another and be able to strengthen the bonds within the family within our district. It's helped a tremendous amount, especially in the District of Washington State. So thank you so much, po, and very happy birthday, po.
All right, there we go. Now, before we start closing out for our broadcast for this afternoon, I was about to say evening, for this afternoon, we have a quick little cliffhanger statement or question that we have here. Sorry, my speech impediment's catching up. Have you ever visited a goat farm? Or, well, let's just tune in next week for our broadcast. I'm sorry, I'm seeing a bunch of thumbs up. There we go. Just for a reminder of our ways to tune in, we have here on our YouTube channel, which is the INCRadio DZEM 954. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and once you do, click the small bell icon There we go. Click the small bell icon. I'm just having a tough time today. A small bell icon to stay up to date with all of our other broadcasts here through the YouTube channel. Not only do we have the YouTube channel, but we also have the INCradio.org. And with that, we'd like to say our special thank yous and shout outs to Brother Eduardo Manalo, our Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Manalo, our SEBSI President and CFO Coordinator, Brother Ramil Regino, our District Minister, Brother Relly Rivera, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Chris Valdez, our CFO Overseer, Brother Manley Andaya, our Executive Producer, of course, the listeners, and last but definitely not the least, the INC Radio Tech Crew. So thank you all so much for your love and support. And none of this would be possible without each and every single one of you. So with that, from INC Radio Seattle, we will see you later.
This is INC Radio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of